The NBA is down 40%, and it's Shaq and Charles Barkley's fault. I mean, I had this take a minute ago. I've been saying it. We've alluded to it on this podcast. It's crazy how you look around and no sport has their great and their most premier broadcast team disrespecting the game on an everyday, day in, day out basis, whether it's teams or individual players. So when people look around, I've seen a statistic saying, oh man, the NBA is down viewership wise 48% since 2012, 28% this year alone. Hey, rap and the NBA is down 40%. And it's the old heads' fault. Y'all always disrespect the new product, man. After that Rockets and Warrior game last night, they go over the fucking inside the NBA, and what is Charles Barkley, big round mouth rebound goofy ass saying? Hey, Chuck,
Chuck, y'all. My bad.
No, I got you. Ernie's sitting there trying to play it off too. Ernie. So Chuck, how did you feel about the game?
They don't know. They don't have any idea how to play, Ernie. All right, now let's match that with how he actually said it. Hold on, because here's the clip. Let's see how well I did, chat. Let's see how well.
Hey, impressed with the Houston Rockets? They don't have any idea how to play basketball. Good defense. They play the game strictly on.
Hey!
Stupid.
Hey!
So damn stupid.
Come on, chat. Yes.
Dumb. Just
Yes. I cooked.
cooked is disgusting.
All right, let's play this.
That's
Hey,
All right, well, hold on. And this is a friend of the show, Legend of Winning's take on it. Another reason why the ratings are so low. Houston is a very fun team to watch. Great effort, amazing defense. They don't rely on ISO and threes. And when given the moment to praise them, here is mainstream media with slander, basically telling casual fans to not invest into the future. Mind you, now this is coming from Say Cheese though, but mind you, NBA ratings are reportedly down 48% since 2012, down 28% this year alone on ESPN. Every other sports league is setting ratings records. I believe there's another report that says the tournament this year compared to last season, just again, I think it's down 10% or something like that. The NBA is truly having a ratings problem. We've been talking about it all year, but deadass, I have never seen the NBA community at large talk about this topic as much as they are this year. I've never seen them have this much lack of confidence in the product of the NBA. And I know Damo just gave his take. Sage, is there a reason? Illegal streaming, one might say.
Another NBA dying clip. All trolls aside, though, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about what I just heard first, if you don't mind. I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all gonna raise the knives at me. I don't see the problem. It's just bad he went first. I can't. He literally talked, and if you could argue it's bad analysis, if you think that it's just wrong to view the Rockets that way, fine. We could sit here and have discussions on how several of these analysts don't know how to watch the game. I don't know how to watch the game, but they watch the game type shit. But I think when it comes to what Charles Barkley just did, he kind of was just of the mindset that, yeah, this team has a bright future, but they're going to have to get their shit together or whatever. Now, he could have said it in a more positive way. He didn't even do the compliment sandwich thing. He just went straight to, yeah, the refs gave him the game, all that shit. He did go extra hard on them, pause if needed. I give you that, 100%. But, like, if it were me, I'd have been like, yo, good win, talk about a moment. Okay, but on some real shit, though, they could have blown them out, or this is what they're going to need to do. I don't think that what Charles Barkley did right there, this specific example, because there's definitely examples where he's just hating on the game, but this specific example, I don't think is like the gotcha card. I disagree with Lowe. I don't think he's saying that the future basketball isn't going to cook, because he's talking about the mistakes that they're going to make right now. And if over time they won't or shouldn't be making these mistakes. So I definitely disagree that he's putting down future basketball with this take, but I damn well think that I didn't view that and view it as Rockets hate. Outside of refs gave him the game, of course, that's pretty harsh. And outside of just like no positivity in his soliloquy, I would have at least said it was a good win. I would have at least talked about some things they did like. He didn't do that, and that I will concede maybe is the checkmate in my take that no, it was bad.
That nigga just yapping. Not gonna lie to you. Look, man, he genuinely had a moment. Like, compare it to this. Imagine with the year that the Lions are having in football. Every close game, like the reaction to close games when it comes to the Lions. Imagine if they win that last game and you have all these NFL legends on this premier network. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with Dan Campbell. This whole going forward on fourth down shit, this is crazy. This is not what we need to do. You're putting down the product that needs to be uplifted. There is a terrible history with Lion football. They're finally good. It's a different culture. And when they have these moments, that's not what they do. They don't nitpick the bad. They will uplift the good. They will celebrate it. If Pat Mahomes has if they have a scrappy win, niggas would be like, hey, they got by skin in their teeth. They will still uplift the product. Because at the end of the day, you are still presenting the product to the people. There is a way you present things. And I understand maybe what Charles said wasn't the craziest thing. But gang, this is a repeated offense and a repeated action. Niggas saying the Lions are blowing teams out. They didn't blow out the Packers. Was that last game with the Packers not a close ass game?
He's talking about in general, which I will say the Lions have been whooping ass.
Oh, yeah, in general, they have been whooping ass. But imagine in a close game. I mean, the Rockets are second seed.
A better example for you, I'll help you out because chat might be dense with the Lions one. A better example for your argument would be like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold just randomly being good again, and it's just, or good, and it's like, what the fuck? Carry on. I get what you're saying.
I will just say, there's a way that you present the product. And when we're talking, and I'm with 100% what Lo is saying, we're talking about a young up-and-coming team that's playing the anti-way of what the average NBA experience is, which everyone hates. Everyone hates the way everyone else plays. They play an anti-style of that, and they're a young, fun team to watch. But instead of uplifting them, instead of presenting it better, you're just going to say, you're going to have the response that you had, which will be deemed as negative. People can see it as a negative thing. They'll see the negatives with this team, and it'll still be that process of, oh, well, we're just not going to believe in this young team. That clearly has probably arrived, but now people want to be hesitant and wait because they're being told to be hesitant and wait because they're seeing these glaring things. Instead of being prepared for the next uprising, then go sit there and lie on national TV. Usually it works out. Usually put this much talent, it just mesh immediately. Nigga, no, it don't. For who? The Thunder? That was it. And I'm talking the old young Thunder, the young core, the Russ, KD, and James Harden. That was lightning in a bottle, buddy. That shit don't happen all the time. There's not a lot of times you get a bunch of young talent all together and the shit just works. Nigga, the process? What are we talking about? There's plenty of... The Warriors didn't happen overnight. Nigga, they spawned in 2010, 2011. They built up to 2015. It didn't just happen. So that's my issue with what Charles was saying. And that's my issue with inside the NBA. Because if it's not the Rockets, they're going to say this about any other team. Shaq's going to sit there and bitch about any other big man. Charles Barkley's going to call San Antonio women fat. And we're going to sit there and wonder why the ratings are down.
Bezos, are you into crypto right now?
I'm looking into it.
Listen, I've got a better way for you to make money from your phone.
How is that?
You can use the sponsor of the stream, Prize Picks. This basketball season, they use Apple Pay so you can have quick and easy deposits where you can test your skills and your knowledge of the game of basketball to 100x your money. They have quick withdrawals, easy gameplays, and a lot of players and a lot of stat types that makes Prize Picks my choice for daily fantasy sports. Prize Picks is real simple, y'all. We've got different different sports at the top, and within each different sport, we have a bunch of different categories that you think your favorite player or the player of your choice will perform in. You go in, you click more, you click less, make sure that they're on 2 different teams, you type in how much you want to put on the entry, and then once you're satisfied, you're going to hit submit lineup, and boom, you're in the game. Go to prizepicks.com and use code LKIB to get a guaranteed $50 when you play $5 in lineups. That's $50 guaranteed LKIB once you play $5 in lineups. The only way that's possible is with Prize Picks. Shouts out to Prize Picks, man. Back to the video.
I was just about to say, I think I don't want to regurgitate my overarching point, but yeah, I think this is one of the many things wrong with the NBA. I can't just pinpoint it on this one thing, but going back to my delivery point as well, like to Damo's point, there's just a way to get shit off without being disrespectful and like damaging the marketing aspect of things. Like you can critique the Houston Rockets if you don't believe in them, but to talk about they don't know how to play basketball. All right, bro.
He did say they don't know how to play basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can have fair criticism and just deliver it properly, deliver it professionally. And maybe this is a little bit of a hot take, but I feel like takes like that leave it up to us, the independent media, to get those takes off. This is a direct partner of the NBA. This is this is a group of people. This is an entity that the NBA is directly paying to market their brand properly. And I don't know about y'all, but if I gave someone $100 million to partially promote my fucking brand, and they was talking like this, hey, we gotta have a talk, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? Because your job is to uplift my brand, make it look as good as possible, so that there isn't doubt about how good or bad it is. And I understand that sounds like propaganda, but to a degree, hey. I don't know if that sounds bad, but
yeah, I see where you're going with it.
I feel like a part of their job is to propagandize the NBA. This is the greatest product out there. Like that's part of your job. I don't know.
Yeah,
bro.
so I'll be that guy. I don't agree with lying per se. Not saying that you're saying lie, but I don't agree with like everybody has to play shit up all the time. If you don't believe in the Rockets, hell, if you even think a sentence like they don't know how to play basketball, I could see that working. But again, and I think we're pretty much talking about the delivery part here. I think we all agree here. Yeah, you can't not name a single positive thing. Say they don't know how to play basketball, call them young and stupid, and because at that point it kind of gives it like your little bro in the Rockets or whatever, versus a Hall of Fame veteran trying to give advice to a young team. So that's what the issue is here. Because I don't think, and maybe Damo, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you want them to just sit there, only talk about Sengun dropping 26. I think he had 26. Only sit there and talk about how you like seeing the young team dive on the ball, whatever, and then not talk about the flaws, not talk about certain shit that the Rockets struggle with or things like that. I don't think nobody wants people to just sit there and just act like every team's great. It would seem a little too artificial. I think that would flop.
I would say there should be no reason why Ernie is attacking a breakdown of a win for a team like a debate where he has to argue the hard anti to what you're saying. All you're doing is an analysis of the game we just watched and that team won. They're the second seed in the West. This is the first time they beat the Warriors in 5 years. There's a lot of context to been things that you could have did both. To not have done, That's my issue. I'm all for hating. I'm king hater. My nigga, I can give praise when praise is due. Last night, whether people want to agree or not, praise was due for what they have not beat the Warriors in 5 years. They play them niggas 4 times a year. Do the math on how long it's been since the Rockets beat the Warriors.
It was an Undertaker streak.
So there should have been some bright side of what you were saying. It should not have all been so anti that Ernie has to sit there and argue. Y'all are debating a basketball analysis. That's crazy to me. Y'all not there to debate analysis. Y'all breaking down the game, talking about the game we love. I'm with Bezos. I'm not saying it's propaganda. I'm not saying go up there and just lie about the product in a positive way. But again, when you're watching whatever the fuck it is for the NFL, whatever NFL network show they got right before the games.
Oh, Scott Hansen, you talking about Red Zone?
No, not Red Zone.
Oh, okay.
But the shit where you got all the legends and shit breaking down the game.
Oh shit, damn, like Nate Burleson and then Randy Moss. Shout out Randy Moss.
All that shit. But with that, there's a certain level of professionalism that goes with marketing the product. I seen somebody in the chat say, bro, him saying that they suck at basketball, don't ruin it. That's not killing viewership. Nigga, yeah, it is. There are a lot of casuals watching these niggas talk. A lot of the old heads aren't watching basketball. They're waiting to see what the fuck Charles and Shaq gotta say, and they're dictating based off that. So now when you in the barbershop, in the chair, niggas talking about ball, and just so happen to see a Rocket highlight, you gonna hear, tell you, them young boys don't know. They don't know how to play for real. They don't know how to play. Like, where do you think he got that from? He not watching Jalen Green.
Now,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Jalen Green's ass shit. Like leave that up for people like us. But I feel like for inside the NBA and someone they're employed by Turner Sports, not the NBA. They have a partnership. Turner Sports has a partnership with the NBA, and
inside the NBA is in the name. That's a stupid point. Move on.
Yeah.
Inside
but
yeah,
NBA. I think whatchamacallit? I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Damn. God damn, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying?
Fuck.
We failed.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I think there's just a level of professionalism involved in all of this. Like there's a way to, if you want to get off the Houston Rockets sucks take, just talk about, I don't like how their ball movement's looking. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like their defensive scheme and all of this. Leave the these boys is ass takes for the general public. That's not your job. That's not your job.
I don't agree with that, but I think everything can be done in moderation. And I think the issue is with the NBA, an abundance of negativity is around. I think whether it's the fans, the community, or whatever, I don't think that Stephen A back in 2010 couldn't do the Kwame Brown rant. I don't think that was a bad practice. I think that was obviously, unironically, no disrespect to Kwame, because I don't want to clip him. That nigga be cussing, but I don't want to get cooked. But I will say I don't think that thinking that Tom Brady will be a bum in short order by Max Kellerman, and I know that was football, but the point is I don't think those takes are bad for media, bad for sports, bad for basketball. I don't think that's true, but I definitely think that at some point, if you're gonna have that clip and then tomorrow's clip, I don't know, the Celtics win, but they shot 83s, and you talk about how the threes are ass. Then the next clip, SGA goes to the line 20 times, and you talk about how foul baiting's ass. And then the next clip, you talk about how the Clippers don't have fans. At some point in time, damn, do you like basketball? No. Tough shit. That's what I think the issue is, and that's why Adamos read the chat during this clip. So's read the chat during this clip. One thing I will stand by you all, even though it seems like for the most part I disagree with you two, is I don't like how several times, and I don't like how many times we talk about the NBA dying too, but several times, every time we do this thing, people are belittling this example, that example, this example, that example. It's like, gang, it's a matter of all of them, as little as you think examples combined, are making this fat ass issue going on right now.
If you think of 30 examples and each of them is worth 2% of the pie, that's 60% of the pie.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I don't.
I'm not going to sit there and say Charles Barkley was an angel here, but I don't think he should be lying. I don't think he can't talk negatively about the Rockets on a win. I do think he can at least say something positive, because there's several positive things to speak of. And if he saw that game and said there's no positives once in a blue moon, that's fine. But as Damo said earlier, and I will concede this was a good argument, Damo, it's every time. It is pretty much every time. Every time I check on Twitter, the one that's trending is the negative one. Maybe that's a problem with us as fans, but that is the one that I see.